What is going on, guys? It's your boy Coochies, and today we have a slasher video. I'm going to tell you guys about a super OP slasher build that is going to help you guys out a lot. Now, this is probably one of the most dual players you can find or you can make, and by that I mean like what he can do. He can do two different things really well. So obviously as a slasher you can dunk and lay up better than anybody else in the game, but with this build I'm gonna show you guys what I got going on. So my off dribble is an 81 for mid-range and 3, and obviously with the boost that goes all the way up to 86, which is really good. I mean 86 off dribble combined with difficult shots, which I do have, really OP. My standing layup and driving layup is both a 94. Standing dunk's only 77. That's because of the build I have. A driving dunk is a 91 and contact dunk is an 87. Haven't upgraded mid-range because I just don't really see a reason when I have my off dribble to 81. I don't really need to catch and shoot too often. My agility, 1 for being maxed out, but my speed, I know my vertical goes to a 90. I think my speed goes up 1 or none, I don't know, but vertical goes up to 90 when maxed out. Strength 62, which is pretty decent for my size. Playmaking, now this is one really big thing. Your ball control is an 81, and with a boost that goes all the way to an 86, which you will be able to semi-speed boost with, so that's obviously very good because you can speed boost and cut to the basket. And so I'm gonna tell you guys or show you guys my build. So I am a 6'5", 206 pound slasher. My arm length is the shortest it can be, and my shoulder width is the shortest it can be. Now, if you want, I made my arms really short so I could shoot better, because I knew that I'd still be able to dunk on people, and you don't need long arms to really finish layups. At least that's not what's going through my mind. And it's just a super OP build because, as you saw, my playmaking was really good. It's considered a B+, and my off dribble is an 81. My shot close 83. Now that's what comes with short arms, and I'm not heavy. Now if I did this so my speed with ball would be as high as it possibly could, which is it's a 77. And now if you want to be able to have the opportunity to have more contact dunks, then I would recommend making yourself heavier. But it's an 87 still, and I think I'm almost as light as I can be, and it's still an 87. But what you're gonna sacrifice with your contact dunk and driving dunk is gonna be speed with ball. And to some people that might not be a big deal because you have a playmaker on your squad of 3 or whatever. But in my case, sometimes I don't always have a playmaker, or like my friend who's a playmaker, I don't always have him on. So I wanted to be able to dribble to the best of my ability with what I have, and I don't have like ankle breaker or dime or anything yet, but for the time being I'm able to get myself open, and with an 81 ball control, that's better than my 96 overall shot creator that's 6'4". So yeah, but if you want to if you don't need to focus on dribbling, then obviously make your dude a little bit heavier. You'll have a better driving and contact dunk, maybe even make it taller if you're not worried about dribbling at all. But if you want to be versatile, if you want to be able to shoot as well, then make a 6'5", low weight, low arm length, low shoulder width, and you'll be dominant. So, and Relentless Finisher has finally been fixed. So I have it Hall of Fame. I have 4 badges Hall of Fame, and I'll show you guys. So I have Acrobat, Relentless Finisher, Teardropper on Gold, Mulliman Fast Break, and Posterizer. They're all Hall of Fame. It did not take me a long time at all to get. Let's see how many games I've played this season. So we played 28, and I can tell you that it probably only took me 20 to get all those badges Hall of Fame. I've been working a lot trying to get tireless score, but that badge is the grind to get for some reason. But yeah, it probably took me about 20 games to get them Hall of Fame and to get teardrop or gold. It's not a very hard build to. It's not a grind build. You're not gonna have to grind forever to get certain badges. They come to you when you upgrade your player. Now, if you don't have the money to buy VC or whatever, if you don't have the VC to upgrade your player, then it's probably gonna take a long time. Luckily, I was fortunate enough to be able to get VC, and so I also have corner specialist, difficult shots, pick and roll maestro, and pickpocket. Now, the difficult shots and corner specialists combine for a very nice shooting percentage from 3. I don't shoot them often, but if I'm open, I'm gonna try to take the shot, and I usually have a boost on as well. So, I mean, like I said, I don't take them a lot, so I'm not gonna say that it's OP, but I mean, with an 86 and difficult shots on bronze, you have a good chance of making it if you have a good release and a good shot. So it's very nice, very clean. And Relentless Finisher is finally fixing that, so I make a lot of contested layups. And I also miss a lot. Now, some I think I definitely should make, especially with Acrobat combined with Relentless Finisher. But 2K is going to be 2K. You don't always make your open threes with players, so I guess I'm not always going to make my contested shots with my slasher. But overall, I have very good games because I play with a center that has outlet passer or whatever it's called, break starter, and that with one-man fast break is very, very OP. I rarely miss. I rarely don't finish fast break dunks or layups. That's combined with his break starter. It's very OP. One-man fast break is a very good badge. I finish a lot more than I miss on a fast break. Now, posterize at 6'5", I wouldn't say I get them a lot, but it just all depends on their defense. If they're sitting right under the goal, then I'm like, it's almost a 90% chance I'm gonna dunk on them. But when you're only 6'5", you're not just like taking flight all the time on a center, because most of the time centers are the ones sitting underneath the paint. But if it just all comes down to timing, where they're at, where you're at, how fast you're going, your acceleration, if one-man fast break is activated, etc., etc. But even if I don't posterize, I have a very good chance of making a contested layup if his defense isn't that good and he doesn't block me. Even if his defense is good, I mean like personal defense, not your rating. It's because, I mean, honestly, it comes down to you most of the time on defense and not all your attribute ratings. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I will come out with a full video with a lot of good plays with the slasher. I just need to get better at recording when I'm playing. I tend to forget a lot, and I'm sorry about that, but I will come out with a video that just shows how good this player actually is. At this point, you're just gonna take my word and just look at the attributes. I mean, when you have an 81 off dribble and a 94 and 91 layups and dunks, I mean, that's OP. And your agility super high. Your playmaking is really good for a slasher that's 6'5". And defending is the same as everybody else, goes to 74. Lateral quickness is a little slow on a slasher, but if you know how to play defense, then you should be good. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be on the lookout for the full slasher mixtape or whatever you want to call it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.